Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be ranking what I think the MLB postseason will look like. So we'll start out with the AL wild card, and I think that it'll be the Los Angeles Angels versus the Cleveland Indians / Guardians. So the Los Angeles Angels, you're probably thinking I'm just biased or I have no idea what I'm talking about for baseball. And yes, I am an Angels fan, but our only problem was we had no pitchers. We had Patrick Sandoval and Shohei Ohtani, and that was it. Now we grabbed Syndergaard, I think was his name, and some other pitchers that will help us in relief a lot. And we also have the two big faces of baseball right now, Shohei Ohtani and Mike Trout. And then we have David Fletcher, the second baseman, and Justin Upton, and Anthony Rendon. So I think the Angels will definitely get just enough wins to go to the wild card. And now for the Guardians. I don't really know too much about them because they're just not the most interesting team. But I know they're okay. Everybody acts like they're a terrible team. They're okay. But I don't really know any of the players on there. I know they have a really good catcher. I think his name is Yadimir Molina or something like that. Or maybe that was the St. Louis catcher. I don't know. But I think it'd be a really great match-off, Angels versus Guardians, and I'd really like to see it. But in the end, I think the Angels would beat the Guardians. And now for the National League wild card. I think out of what these teams have grabbed and how well they've done last season, that the Mets and the Cardinals will go into the wild card this season. Now, for the Mets, I know that they have really good pitchers. Like, they just got Max Scherzer and Jacob deGrom, which will be a terrifying duel there. They have Pete Alonso, which is a really good hitter, and they do okay in the season. They don't do too well, but they do okay. Now for the Cardinals, I don't know too much about them either. They did really well last season. Like, they got a 16-17 winning streak last season. They just happened to get grand slammed or home runned by Chris Taylor with the Dodgers. But I bet you if they made that, they would have won the World Series. But they did pretty good. I didn't see them grab anybody. I'm pretty sure they are the ones that grabbed Nolan Arenado, though, who, in my opinion, is top 3 best third baseman. So, in the end, I think the Cardinals would beat the Mets in the wild card. So now for the division series. I think for the American League Division Series, it will be the Yankees versus the Rays and the Astros versus the Angels. So for the Yankees and Rays, I think it'll be a tough fought match because the Yankees they're good. They're good. They make everybody struggle, but I think the Rays will also put off a really good match. Because the Rays, their offense and defense has been outstanding lately. Kevin Kiermaier is really good. Not as good as he makes himself seem, but he's really good. And Tyler Glasnow is great. He's great pitcher. And Blake Snell. Blake Snell's fantastic. The Yankees will put up a really hard-fought match, though, because they have Aaron Judge and Chapman. I never know how to say his first name. I'm not even going to try. But he's a really good reliever. He's kind of scary, though. They have that okay catcher, Gary Sanchez, I think. So, yeah. I think it'll be like I think it'll go into 5 games, and the Rays will end up winning. Now, for the Astros and Angels. This would be a very interesting one. So, Angels, their main issue is pitching. That's their only issue. If they had the good pitchers, they would be going so much farther than they have been. So I think it'll be a struggle for them. The Astros, they're good. Even though they cheated in 2017 and everything, they're good. They're a really good team. So I think it'll only go to 3 games and the Astros will win. Now for the National League. I think it will be the Braves versus the Giants and the Dodgers versus the Cardinals. Now for the Braves and Giants, I think it would be a great match. Like, it would be really hard fought back and forth the entire game. The Braves, they just lost Freddie Freeman, so I don't know who they're going to place at first base. But they have Acuna Jr., they have Dansby Swanson, they have a lot of good players. Ozzie Albies, they have really good players. They just need slightly better pitching. Their pitching's pretty good, but I feel like they could do better. Now the Giants, they've been doing amazing. They don't need to grab anybody, because I know they lost Chris Bryant, but they went like dominating the National League. Well, really the entire MLB teams last year. And unless like all their players gets hurt, like the Angels do, I think the Giants will be great. So it would be Braves and Giants, 5 games. But in the end, I think the Giants would end up winning. Now, the Dodgers and Cardinals would also be an interesting one. It would be like a rematch for the Cardinals to go against the Dodgers in the division series instead of wild card. Because the Dodgers, they are a good team. They have Urias and Kershaw, who's burning out though. They have Bellinger. They just lost Seager. They have Trey Turner. They have a lot of good players. Cardinals would also, they would have a fight, like they would fight really hard. There's not much to say about the Cardinals though, but in the end, I think it would go into 4 games and the Dodgers would beat the Cardinals. Now for the American League Championship. This is going to be great. Like, this would be such a great match-off. The Rays versus the Astros. The Rays, again, their pitching and offense is outstanding. Astros, I wish I could say the same, but I can't trust them anymore. That'd be really hard. It would be a really hard-fought match. Really stressful to every baseball player out there, because everybody's would go Rays over Astros unless you live in Texas. So I would pick the Rays to win, not being biased, only because the Astros have days where they struggle with their pitching. The Rays, on the other hand, do not. Now the National League the championship series would be the Giants versus the Dodgers. The biggest rivalry of all time in the championship series. This would be super, I know, I feel like I say this every time, but this would be super hard fought. Giants and Dodgers. They both have really good pitching. They both have really good hitting. The Giants, I would say, is slightly better as of now because the Dodgers, their players are kind of burning out. Kershaw. And they just lost a big player, Seager, and they don't have Albert Pujols anymore. So, yeah. I would say this would go into 7 games of the Giants winning. And now it is the World Series. The Giants versus the Rays. This would be great. Like, I would really want to see a matchup like that. Because the Rays are super good. Same with Giants. I think Giants would win games 1 through 3 and then choke. Because I feel like the Giants always choke, including the Dodgers. So I think the Rays would win the next 3, and the Rays would end up winning the entire thing. Because I think the Rays would reverse sweep the Giants in 7 games, because the Giants, the moment they're almost to victory, anytime, they choke and lose. So that's my predictions. I'm saying the Rays are going to be the 2022 champions. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video, and yeah. See you guys in the next video. Bye!